it's Monday after the race. I have some stuff. And by some stuff, you probably, if you look at the thumbnail, you notice it's a lot of stuff. So we're going to briefly cover everything. I don't even know if I'm going to get reviews done for all these cars, because I'm still trying to do reviews from the August race, so that could be scary. But anyways, we got a lot of cover. We got some hero cards, some diecast, some merch, and all sorts of stuff. So let's just get started. First up, I bought a shirt. I didn't have it with me because it's in the wash right now, so there it is. On this hat, this is a lot of signatures on this hat, so I want to also put up a photo of my current graph of who signed who, along and where they signed, along with drivers after who have signed this hat. And I just don't know where on this hat. I have a couple ideas, but I want to be sure before I note it down. But I didn't get any hero cards signed this year because I, of course, did the hat. I kind of like it. I mean, obviously, I'm never going to wear this hat, but it is cool to have. I think it's more personal, almost, if you sign the hero card, but either way, I think it's easier to get autographs with the hat because I'm not searching and spending time looking for the correct hero card. So then getting hero cards signed. However, I did buy hero cards. Not buy, I didn't buy any of these, did I? Yeah, I don't think so. I think these were only Xfinity and Cup, and even then, it's not all the Cup field because half of them didn't have hero cards half the week, which is screwy. Like, I only got this Logano one on Sunday. There was always Blaney's and Centrics available, but I never like those. So I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, it's a thick batch. I don't know. There's probably an easier way to sign hero cards. I think if there was an autograph session specifically with a driver, then a diecast or a hero card would be better. But I just like collecting. I kind of just cool to have, I think. Anyways, there's that. Let me put this over here for now, because I gotta put some of those up. Otherwise, we got the we call this the lanyard piece for the garage pit access for all weekend, and the program is also in there. It's just a book. Interesting to know, I thought all days garages are, I guess, I don't know, for some reason I thought this was only for the Cup garage. I was totally wrong because there was series specific ones, and this is just Daytona 500 on it. All right, then. It worked out for me. But yeah, thank God, that was awesome. I'm so glad I got that. It's nice knowing people, I guess. We also got this absolutely wonderful. I love every minute of it. The Fox and Friends flag. Is that an AI car? Oh my God, it is, isn't it? Yeah, that's maybe it's not AI, but it's, you know, your general looking stock car. Goddamn Fox. Anyways, that'll go in the trash later because I don't care about Fox. Let's get to, I think, oh, here's the lanyard actually itself, like the thing they actually give you. I got mine before Steve Letarte, so that was pretty dang cool. Mostly because I got there first, but some could say I was more important. Probably, I don't know why he was there. I saw him briefly talk to someone about him doing like prime schedule and stuff, but I don't know why necessarily he was there. Maybe just all media guys go to the 500, but I don't remember ever seeing him on like any broadcast or anything, so not sure what he was doing there, but there you have it. All right, we'll get into some of the more non-NASCAR based diecast and the 124s. Also with the program booklet, or the program book, also about the program car. It's your basic program car. I think it is actually like branded. Yeah, it's a Camry, but it's actually like a branded series car. I think it might be on a PTC mold, but no, it's not. It's got rubber tires and everything. Dang. Okay then. That works. Interesting note though, I think it's the SMI tracks. They're getting program diecast, but they're like really off-brand ones. I thought I saw some like earlier, like at like last year's Vegas race. I'm sure more are out now, probably maybe for the Atlanta race, but I don't. Maybe it wasn't SMI, but it was one of the corporations. It just looked weird. The sticker on the bottom. Yeah, there's a sticker just on the bottom of the box. Anyways, very random, but I just found that was weird. It was just really like a cheap kind of diecast, I thought. I'll see. I think Richmond's one of those tracks, so if I buy the program, I'll have to buy that awful diecast if that's the case, but we'll see. Moving on, we have one Indy car I got from the Daytona flea market. The Felix Rosenquist, 2023, this is, I think? Yeah. Aero McLaren, what do they call this? The Triple Crown kind of cars. I have the Pato. I didn't get the Rosenquist. I still gotta look for the Rossi, though, because I think the Rossi was a kind of a cool one. It reminds me a lot of the Christian Lundgaard car currently that we get, but there's a bit of, I think, blue on it as well. This is the car that caused Kyle Kirkwood to flip. So that's cool. Anyways, I'm not getting many Indy cars nowadays, so picked that one up. It was $10. Not bad. Also managed to find, well, I guess this is in the what's in stores video, but it still counts for the weekend, I guess, right? So, I don't know if I'm releasing this before or after that, but you might have already seen these. It's just the 2025 Alcon and 2025 Russell. I do have the 2024 Russell, but I don't care. You can barely find these cars. I find like only half of the 2025s have actually been released so far. So I picked them up, whatever. I don't buy many Haas's in Canada. So we got those settled down as well. These will just go up into the F1 cabinet I'm working on. That's pretty cool. I'm glad we're getting those and not just the cheap little Hot Wheel ones. Kind of hated those. All right, 124 time. I bought 3. Really only should have bought 1 or 2. So let's talk about the mistake car first. It's actually the first car I bought at the track. Funny enough. This is the Bubba Wallace 2025 number 23 U.S. Air Force car. Let me pull it out here. It looks really good. It's a really nice diecast. It's just annoying for the fact that I only bought this because when I was at the Coke 400, I'll say Coke 600, when I was at the August race, they didn't have any bubble cars. I think I checked on Sunday, so it was race day, so you know you're getting close to selling out and stuff. And I'm sure it wasn't as big of a weekend as it was this year, but I just couldn't find Bubba diecast. So I picked up one right away just to get one, and I didn't know if anything else was out, but it still looks great. I should have got Bubba to sign this one actually. Maybe a missed opportunity. I didn't want to push it. I got one signed already, so that is good. Speaking of one signed though, because I bought this one, it's because I didn't expect to get another Bubba diecast. However, I did buy another Bubba diecast, and it's his Indy win. I didn't know this was out yet. I think because it just got released to the haulers and not, you know, the dealers or whatever. It's similar to what you get with some of the 164s. Like they'll get released early, and you'll see a couple of them. Specifically one really important one, but they get released early, and the haulers get them before. Anyways, I didn't know this one was out to the haulers yet, so I think it was 120 for this one, but it was worth it. I got Bubba to sign it. With the white, it looks really good. I was gonna get gold or gray or silver. I could not find my Sharpies for those. It's probably still here somewhere. Luckily, our friends had a white one. It was a little bit of a fat one, but it's fine. There's little marks are missing because lino and their stupid window banners. Anyways, it looks like actually a really good raceway diecast. It's nice and clean, but it's got enough scuff marks and everything, so I like it. Definitely glad I picked this one up. The only other Bubba one I need is his Dago win. I have this one in the Kansas win, because I don't think they made the dual win from this year either, or from 2025, I should say. But we'll see. I wouldn't mind trying to get every single race win on the Cup Series side. I think it's definitely manageable if I can find that the Dago win. So put that one away. So anyways, had I found this one earlier and maybe not bought the Bubba right away, it was kind of like I need to buy this and think of the moment kind of thing, because I don't know if I'm going to find another one. The final 124. Kind of like I just realized I need this. I didn't think they even had this at the track, just for the popularity's sake. The Justin Allgaier JRM number 40 2025 Daytona race version. I don't know if they had the what is it, golden finish, whatever on it. I don't really like the special finishes too much. Especially for a race version, I've said this before. I don't like glossy finishes or whatever on a race version. So I picked up this one. Getting kind of expensive because it's junior and they made everything so much more expensive. The 164 was 18 bucks. But picked it up, not regretting it. And it's got the little voice box.
When we took the green flag for the Daytona, as long as I've been at G Motorsports, I don't know that I ever really saw this come to fruition. Number one. Number two, definitely
Heard that
had
audio.
me as the driver listed as the when we took as long as
It's kind of cool. I don't necessarily like the audio boxes because they're kind of cheap, but I like the diecast. It's another, I think this is my first Allgaier 124 I bought because I don't buy many of his Xfinity cars, mostly because, you know, usually they're kind of cheap molds. Speaking on that, we'll kind of get into the 124s, I guess. Just this one to start, because I can't really build it up. Speaking on the Justin Allgaier side, though, we got the number 40 164, and I liked it so much, I bought two. And as I mentioned, these were 18 bucks each because it was at the hauler, so they added like they added 8 bucks, but actually no, I think it goes for 15 retail, so they sold it for 18. I hate that the haulers do that. I'm sorry, I do. I know they're earlier release and the haulers are trying to make a profit, but I hate that they have to increase the price of diecast. It shouldn't be 15 bucks for a 164. No, it's just annoying. Vid, of course, already seen the Logano hauler. Yeah, I just don't want to put it behind here, but that's that portion. That's the first half. First quarter, I should say. I think it's only 164s now. I'm just gonna make sure because it's a big 124 list, or 164 list, I should say. I think it's 64 164s. Probably the largest single-handed purchase. I probably made the most amount of 164 purchases at the racetrack. I would not be surprised if there was someone who spent more than me on 164s quantity-wise, and they were recent diecast and not like old 90s cars selling for like $1, and they were like 10 bucks a car or whatever. I would like to see how much you spent because I have issues and you definitely have more. Look at all the dust. It's the Daytona flea market. It's such a dusty place, man. I just dusted off everything, but I didn't dust off this area. And this just picked up there from me dropping those diecasts here. Oh, goddamn. Okay, let's do some of the flea markets, some of the weapon store stuff. It's all the authentic diecasts, I should say. And it's all in a bag, so it's gonna make weird sounds. These are the 164 that I picked up at Target. I am sorry whoever stole these. Someone was at the Target like a couple hours after me, and it was empty because I ransacked the 2 diecasts for 164s that there were. Starting with the Kyle Busch number 8 Bank OZK car. It's kind of a weird car, I'm not gonna lie, but I felt like it was just kind of worth it when there was no diecast there. I'm also really close to completing this wave. I really just want to find this SVG88 WeatherTech car because apparently WeatherTech's back as like a kind of an associate sponsor, it seems, but it's still a decent car. I don't remember this car for running specifically, but it works. I'm assuming it's a bank. The other car I got there is the Kyle Dudley Farm Bureau late model. It's very empty. I believe this is the late model that got paid as like the kind of local short track guy or whatever. Same back, of course. I don't remember the story completely. I think this is the diecast though. That was selected, like you could nominate the late model being made. If there, like I said during the, I don't know if I said this during the advent calendar video or so. I said at some point, if it's an authentic, I'll buy it. If it's a Gold Series car, I don't see the worth of it. So like I wouldn't mind buying this Dale Jr. car. It's just kind of there. You know, it's cool to have, I guess. I just don't want to go out of my way to go find it. Interesting to note here though, because of course this is a car storage car, they have Lionel Racing Authentics instead of NASCAR Authentics on the box. It's kind of cool. The H's are still the same. Everything else is basically the same, except that number 4 looks really like not centered at all. This one looks better centered, but weird. All right, so those are the two I got at Target, and then I got another 6 at the flea market. 3 of which were $3 or $5, 3 of which were $10. Not gonna lie, $10 ones were kind of a scam, but I bought them anyways. So let's do the $5 ones first. Starting with probably one of my favorite authentic finds, the Ross Chastain number 1 Worldwide Express UPS throwback the last race we had Prime Ross Chastain back until he went backwards at the Roval. Because I feel like after this race, which I think he took out Larson in, he just lost his charm, man. He just kind of fell off. They neutered him. They actually neutered Ross Chastain. And it sucks. But it's a great looking diecast. Like the first few years of Trackhouse, those diecasts were perfect. We had the Coca-Cola one. We had this one. I don't know what other ones we've had, but those are the two I remember the most. And it just looks good. And I have a Dale Jarrett car to match this. Awesome. Love it. And they're bent because, you know, dealers love to keep all their diecasts bent. So I have to bend it backwards and create creases in the box. Just like there for 20 seconds. Up next, the Kevin Harvick number 4 Sunny Delight or Sunny D throwback. This one they've bent the other way. What is, like, come on, guys. These are all like the Walmart stand that they had as well. So I don't know why they're so bent like this. It's crazy. This is the only Sunny D car I have for Harvick, I think. And it's a Sunny Delight car. When I first saw this sponsor, I didn't even realize that this is the old Sunny D logo and everything. It's cool that they brought it back, but I didn't even recognize it because when I was born and every time I had Sunny D, or like my sisters were obsessed with it when we went to the U.S., it was always Sunny D. It was never Sunny Delight. But I want to take a look at the back of the box as well, see if there's any notable diecasts I missed out on. I do think these RCR throwbacks would have been pretty dang cool. Obviously, they're, you know, no one wants an Austin Hill diecast, but specifically in this one, they kind of rock. I don't care for the Mahindra one. The LA one would be kind of cool, but it's kind of just bland as well. And I already have the Byron, so yeah, basically these three also would have been pretty cool to get as well. And you notice I probably forgot to mention one diecast there, and that's because that's the other one I got. Let me just, you know what, that's fine. And that is the Joey Logano number 22 Pennzoil throwback. Is this a... No, I was going to say this is liquid color. Just the blue looked really nice, but it isn't. It's just the normal throwback. I don't remember what he did in this race. I think he was decent. I think he may have been involved in that wreck with Truex. That was like a mid-pack pile-up or on the restart. And also bent case, so I had to take it out of the box, but it's fine. Yeah, it's not bad, but it is so like, it's almost like they sanded the box a little bit. And it's just got that grainy feel, and I'm going to hate that. I don't know if I can maybe like even wash that off anyways, because, I mean, the Daytona flea market is legitimately just in the back corner of the flea market where, you know, there's dust pickup and everything, and they're out there for a couple days. And obviously these diecasts have been out there for a while. So, yeah, it's a little dusty. Maybe even like, would you argue this could be like dust stained? Does that make sense? I don't know. It's like a car I'm going to buy. Of course I am. Alright. Moving on to the $10 cars. Some of these are actually kind of worth it. I don't know about the others. This one I think is actually worth $10. The Dale Jr. number 8 United for America. A car he ran back in 2021. For the one race he ran, I think it was Richmond back in 2021 for his one-off that year. Could be wrong. I thought he only ran like, his first race would have been, I think, Martinsville or Richmond. Then he ran 2019 at Darlington. Then he ran the 2020 Homestead race. 2021, I thought he went back to Richmond. I could be wrong. 2022, 2023, 2024, I don't remember. I remember like a Homestead race, a Bristol race, maybe in the same season, maybe another Richmond. I think he kind of repeated the tracks a little bit, but this was still cool. And I don't really have a number 8 car. Well, now I do, of course. Now it's kind of covered, but I had a span from 2020. I didn't have a diecast on afterwards, so glad I picked up another Dale Jr. for that. Please don't fall. Oh, it's gonna fall. Whatever. Next up, the Martin Truex Jr. 2022 Auto Owners car. This thing is really badly dusted. It's, yeah, picked it up. I don't have an Auto Owners in the next gen era, I don't think. So I picked this one up. It doesn't look as great as the old Auto Owner cars, but I don't mind it either way. I do kind of like this little pixel design they always had going at the end. I just kind of, I think they built off it as well in 2023, but no, I'm not too worried about it. Still looks pretty dang cool. Back of this box, a lot of diecasts I think I also have kind of here, or I've seen. Actually, at the live, I've only seen this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I've only seen these like 5, and even then, I didn't get the Elliott. I have the Cindric, and I'm Winner's Circle. And I guess I had the Hamlin, but that's a 2023. I don't really care about the Suarez. The Joy would have been kind of cool, I guess. But anyways, this is, I don't know what that's from. I was going to say it's from Target. I think that's the Walmart sticker. Yeah, this is one I'm not sure if it's worth the $10 purchase, but that's one. There was this one shelf. It was for the $10 cars. It had a bunch of like authentics. It had some old 2000. It had some COT cars that I think I already had, and I didn't really want to waste $10 on them when I don't know if I was for sure gonna have them. Anyways, then some other random like 90s cars and everything, all kind of like in this kind of box. But yeah. And the final one is the Alex Rowan 2020 NOCO Chevy Goods patriotic car. I don't think this ever actually got produced in the Gold Series as well. It's kind of cool. Obviously, it's only ran one season, and then NOCO kind of just fell off. I don't even know what NOCO is, but I mean, there it is. I was trying to look. I remember last year I saw some photos. There was a tent that had a bunch of authentic diecast. And they had a bunch of specific truck race wins. I just saw like this one on the back. This is the Matt Crafton 88. But I think they had like the Infinger Daytona win from that. They had an old 27 Thorsport truck. Just a bunch of other ones we've been looking for. This is actually a great rave back in the day in 2020. This would have been great for a Wave 8. I think it was a pretty cool car, and I think it was worth it as well. So there's that. And now we can get to the 3 boxes, and I'm not kidding you. So let me show you this. 3 boxes of 164s. You probably, this is a box of 124s, you're probably thinking. No, it's 164s. So let's open these up. There's one duplicate. We'll get to it when we get to it. It's just in my drawer right now. So it's unfortunate. It was just my mistake. Completely just me rushing. But I have a couple ideas. I think I might just try and get it signed, or maybe just give it away once I go to Richmond. Something like that. I'll figure it out. I don't really want to make it a donor. Anyways, let's get started. I'm just going to pick randomly out of the box. Most of these are from me. It's a couple are from another tent that was also $10 a car. Except for a couple of there's like 10 2020s to 2023s that were 2018s to 2023s that were $5 each, unless you got 5 of which was then 20. So you got basically $4 a car instead of $5 a car. Anyways, let's just get started. Up first, the Ryan Blaney 2022 Wabash car. It's an interesting paint scheme. I just don't know how I feel about it, but I think the transition's worth it. It's not a bad car necessarily. I think it's just one I've never really considered. However, I do like this more than... I think it was a Supreme car that was the other sponsor, but I thought Wabash had a similar kind of design to it. I'm trying to think if I can see the Supreme. This wall is massive. Here, actually, this is exactly what I'm thinking of. There's Wabash right there. It just kind of felt like a bland Penske car, but now it's got its own colors and everything. So it looks somewhat decent, at least. This wall's gonna fall one day. It's gonna be all my fault. Anyways, I felt like it was worth it, especially for $5. That was one of them. I think they're all in here, so maybe I'll try and do all those 10 first. Up next, the William Byron 2022 Liberty University patriotic car. The only other Liberty Next Gen car I have is the 2022 Atlanta win. Figured at least I get another one that's kind of similar. I just can't find Byron cars for some reason. I think I just miss them and I just completely ignore them when I should be looking for them, because I do need to find like a newer Liberty University car, because they changed it, I think, from 2022 to 2023. Has a little less white on it, just looks better. But this reminds me for sure of the 2020 car, even like the 2019, 2018 Liberty University scheme, just with the extended amount of blue on it. But there you go. I'm not going to speak more about that weird looking university. Just go to Canadian ones. I don't know if I put them. Oh, I probably put them in different ones now because I'm not sorted. But I can at least try to get some of them out. Up next, the Bubba Wallace 2021 Root Insurance Throwback. Throwback to what, you might ask? Couldn't tell you. I think it's a Wendell Scott throwback, actually. Oh, I was supposed to say, there's no Goodyear markings on this tire, but it's right at the bottom there. It's okay, I guess. It was at $5. Theoretically, you could count this as a free car, I thought. I don't mind it. I don't necessarily love it, because I already have a Root Insurance car. My camera focusing is going to be so bad today. There's normal Root cars, so it's kind of just there, but I don't necessarily mind it. Keeping the trends going. I think I have a couple more of those in here. No, I think I lied. Okay, we'll just get going now. I'll just say if it was a $5 car at some point. This one was 15 bucks. It was at the hauler. The Josh Berry 2025 PPG car. The colors on this thing. Wow, it's a very like glossy, darker kind of PPG blue than we normally get, I think. Maybe that's because normally PPG cars are in the Authentics waves, and I've never bought one otherwise. The box is damaged. It came like that. I don't care too much. That's slightly annoying, but whatever. It is a custom box though, which makes it a little bit more annoying, but it looks nice. It's very dialed, but I don't want to get too distracted on that. Up next, the Matt Benedetto Talladega Win truck. I got this mostly because I don't have a 25 truck, and obviously the 25 is now running with Ram. We don't know if we're getting that. I think we should get the Tony truck. I think it just looks good, but who knows if we're going to get it. Either way, I could pick between the Dagowin and the regular car or regular truck for this one. I picked the regular one. The Dagowin had a pink number, and it kind of just looked a little bit messy and some race damage on it, so I thought the clean version of the primary paint scheme would just look better, and I think I absolutely stand by that decision. It looks 100% better. Up next, the first Logano is the 2025 Shell Pennzoil Joseph Newgarden Indy 500 livery, is that how we call it now? I don't really know what else I can call it, the Indy livery, but it sounds weird, like it should have ran at Indianapolis, which I think it should have, honestly, but maybe not. I think if he ran this car at Indy, he would have won and not had a tire go out. Just my thought. Either way, I love the colors on this. I think they did a really good job putting an IndyCar livery onto a NASCAR one. That's very well done. He also did, I think, that for Scott McLaughlin's, well, I guess, Elio's and Scotty Max, just the yellow submarine that they run at number 3 at Indy as well. I think he ran that during the Coke 600. Didn't buy that diecast, but did buy one similar to it. That is the 2025 Pennzoil Ultra Platinum car. Kind of, not really, but this really does remind me of the old 22 Pennzoil car. It has the Ultra Platinum, everything. It just looked so good, man. The BJ McLeod number 13. I think this is like the, falling in reverse car. I think this only ran one race. I think this MBM 13 car was a part-time car back in 2024. So, okay then. Or maybe I was looking at the 2025 one and it was part-time. Either way, it's kind of weird. Also odd that they have the Cup Series logo on this. Maybe because MBM is a Cup Series team as well? Don't really know. It's an interesting... BJ always has the most interesting, intricate, random designs on his cars. There's never a random, plain, simple BJ McLeod diecast. We get this one. We've got that one. The Gator car. I'm sure we've gotten more as well. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Looks pretty good, though. Up next, the Brett Moffitt number 34 F-Rate Auction Talladega Win truck. Didn't know if I could find the Lane Riggs Pocono win. I didn't think it'd be out in time. Spoiler alert, it was, sorry. But I still wanted to pick up this one as well. We don't get many 34 trucks, and now with Lane being in the 34 with the Love sponsorship, it's kind of annoying, but I gave him at least one 34 truck. I didn't have one beforehand, so now I have 2. Pretty clean race damage-wise. I'll do a prior review on this one, but just a little bit rubbing maybe on the right quarter panel. I kind of just forget Brett Moffitt won that race. Like, ever since 2023 when he won this truck race randomly, I felt like in a one-off, he's kind of just fallen off the face of the earth again. I've maybe heard that he's not the greatest come like with getting sponsors and, finding sponsors, but I think our Truck Series champ should be able to do that anyways, but I guess not. Up next, the Chris Buescher number 17 Bodyguard Mexico car. Yeah, that's basically what they call it. Obviously, this is the primary sponsor for the Fastenal brand this year. I thought it was hurting again, damn it. Fastenal, the bluish Fastenal colors aren't coming out this year. So, in order to kind of get those colors now, I picked up the Mexico car, which really isn't that much difference, I don't think. I think it just has this design on the rear end, perhaps. Maybe more as well. I'll take a look at it, of course, when I open up the diecast. But it's got the chrome number. I did notice that the chrome number cars, at least at the haulers and at the tents and everything, they're all the same price, which is nice. I don't mind that. I'd prefer that, but it's making the step in the right direction. There are a couple, like the new diecast, which had the metal chassis and the rubber tires. I think the Bear might be one of them, but they usually will say when it has it on them, which is kind of nice, but it also makes me think half the time that I could have bought the normal car. Nah, I think I'll get over it at some point, but I'm trying to see if I can find one of those right away, but I don't think I can. Yeah, we'll find it at some point. There are a couple in here that are like that have the new chassis and everything. This one doesn't, though, I don't think. I mean, maybe it does. I have no idea, man. I don't know when it happened, but the Chris Buescher Cinnamon Toast Crunch number 17 Kroger car, $15, worth it. This car, I know a lot of people really want this, and I picked it up in spite of them. It's a little weird at times, but god damn, it looks good, actually. It's a weird Kroger car to have, though. I'll take it. It's better than the bagel car, which is over to my left, actually, right now. I don't even want to look at that. So I think those are the only pushers I bought, these two right here. But next thing you know, I probably bought another one. I just don't even know which one it is then. Here's the other 34 truck I bought, the Lane Riggs Pocono win, was this? Yes, the bare knuckle boxing Pocono win. It looks a little bit messy for a race win. I don't even think it was that badly damaged. I think it's just the design of the truck itself, which I don't mind. I don't remember this truck much. I didn't watch that Pocono race, but I think that's the race that Corey Heim had like a Kyle Larson tire issue. Not that bad in a sense, it was on the last lap, but I think he did have a tire issue nonetheless, and it cost him the win. And Lane Riggs came over and souped it up. I expect a lot of things at Lane Riggs this year. Keeping up with the front row group, and of course this is where we notice the diecast body and chassis being noted. I would assume all the cars now have that notification on it that say it's a diecast metal body and chassis, whatever, with rubber tires, but maybe not. The Todd Gillen Grillo's pickle car, I think we're going to get a couple of these, and just different versions. I don't think they're making the one here at Daytona in the fall or in the summer race, though. So I picked up this one. The green is really like dark. It's a little bit better in person, but like on camera, it looks very like bland and almost dead. So I don't know what happened there, because I thought those cars were really vibrant, like a very vibrant frog kind of subway green, kind of like that. But no, it's not. Maybe it's just this car, but I thought there was it'd be a little bit more vibrancy on that car. Keep on going. Bought the U.S. Air Force Bubba Wallace 23 car to match the current 124 I have. It's gonna suck if I sell the 124, but I think either way, it's nice to have. The 164. I was gonna say he ran that at Indy, but I'm thinking the U.S. Air Force car 2024 that he ran at Indy. I will say the 2025 is so much better, man. I hate the 2024 look, honestly. The blue looks kind of out of place on that one, but I think it's the same paint scheme, actually. Very similar. It's not the exact same, but it's a very similar paint scheme on the 2025. But the black looks so much more stealthier and sleeker. It looks better, 100%. Continue going. The Eric Almirola Phoenix win. Of course, Almirola ran the 19 car in this paint scheme at the Daytona Vault race. Picked it up because of that. Of course, it has a bunch of race damage, from Walling and Alex Bowman in the wall, but still fine. Young Life, I think, is the rebranded version of He Gets Us. Could be wrong about that, but I think that's exactly what it is. And this is also theoretically your owner's championship from last year's O'Reilly season, but Xfinity season. That's also where I picked it up. I was going to say something else about this car. I forget what I was going to say now. Anyways, there's that. The Zane Smith number 38 Ben A Bone dog truck car. Oofs. A couple little doggies on there. We'd love to see it. I think this truck, oh my god, I keep on saying truck for some reason. Continuing on. The other Bubba Wallace I think I got another one after this as well. Yeah. Is his 2025 Columbia car, solely because they didn't produce the camo Columbia car, so this is kind of my replacement to that one. It's a weird color, I will say, but it's alright, I guess. I think this is the last Bubba I got. Oh, I'm probably wrong, but I think it is. This is his Lido's car, and I think Lido's left now, so kind of terrible timing. But it's cool. I think he ran the Clash, maybe a couple other races. This number is really interesting. You can't see it too much like this, but when it's on this side, you can really see that like 2311 font really pop with kind of with the glossy number, foil number. There we go. Oof. Up next, the Chase Briscoe Patriotic car. It does look like it's a bit of a race version right here, but it's just the normal Patriotic car, I believe. I think this first ran at the Charlotte Fall race, I would assume, but then it ran like a couple more races throughout the season, and I think it also ran Darlington when he won. So kind of cool how much they stretched that out. Almost on the first box, the Ryan Priest 2023 Haas Touring car. I don't even know how I found this thing. I found this at a different tent for $10. Worth it. 100% worth it. Yeah, I just don't think many Haas 41 cars get produced nowadays. Even before they went to Haas factory team, they had to put it in the advent calendar. So I'm glad I picked up this one. I really like the colors on this one as well. I know I like that 2024 kind of grays, whatever, the gray car. But this one also is just really well done. It's unfortunate Ryan Priest liked to get really hard hits back in 2023 at Daytona. I think there was another track. Final car for box one. The Christopher Bell, number 20, Interstate Batteries DeWalt mix. I know some people don't like this car. I will say I like it more when it's like cut here, and then the Interstate Batteries got this side of the car and more DeWalt. But I do like how they do it. I really do. I don't necessarily know why people hate it. Maybe because it's just a weird combination to have. But I don't think it is. I think it's a logical combination. Have batteries with power tools. It's a good way of getting both sponsors on the car, and it looked good when it was farther back. I think there's too much green on it, obviously. I think the 2026 version had a little less, though, a little bit more yellow on it. It looked a little bit better, but I don't mind this car. I actually really like it, probably more than the normal DeWalt car, even, I'd argue. So deal with it. Yeah. All right, box one out of the way. Box number 2. I think we're going to speed through half of these. The Ross Chastain 2025 Bush primary scheme. Also on the diecast body and chassis, which I don't get how. But okay then. This could have been honestly just, like, I know they used to do, like, you know, the 566 are made on the diecast chassis and then 9,999 on the main chassis. That could have just been one of the 566, but I'll take it. It's a very heavy car, though. I can notice that straight up. I can feel the weight difference on these metal chassis cars, which I don't know if I hate or love. It just, the tires look really dark on this one because of the rubber tires being added. We'll see how it looks. The Corey LaJoie 01 Schulter Systems car. They didn't have the whatever Daytona car ran. He ran this at Atlanta. Those were the only 2 races he ran for Rick Ware. I thought he was going to run a lot more, and he just didn't end up running those. So I got this one at least. I just couldn't find the Take 5 oil, whatever that one was. I don't mind it. I think I actually kind of like this one a little bit better, a little bit more simpler. A random Rick Ware car. We love when that happens. Just wish it wasn't Corey LaJoie sometimes. This is also a $5 car. I got the Brad Keselowski 2018 Alliance truck parts. I've never gotten an Alliance car, so I figured it was about time to get it. This is from 2018. Yeah, so I just felt like it was about time, and it looks good. It really does. The black is very sleek, and I always loved the yellow on it. I think they left maybe after 2019, maybe after 2020. I think that's when Brad's sponsor kind of just dipped for some reason. But wish they made it on to the next one. I think they would look really good with them. Here's the other Ross I got. I should mention that one I got actually at the trailer. So I think that's just a late release this year. I think it was actually a very late release for some reason. It's got put on the chassis. The Kubota car is the standard 2025 car. Yeah, I just figured I needed some Chastains from a more common year. And I picked up this one as well. I don't know how I feel about it, though. The number is completely sideways on this, though. It's going upwards. Another $5 car, another Brad Keselowski. This is his discount tire number 2 from 2021. Pretty much the 2020 car that he ran after the throwback race. And they just started running this after, and I kind of like that they finally changed up the discount tire car for a season and a half, and then went right back to the old car. I don't know if I have any of them with me right now. Actually, I do. I have the Cindric 2025 right there. They went back to the old design. I don't hate it on the Gen 7, but it would have been cool if they tried out this version as well. The Noah Gragson number 4 Rush Truck Centers Ford, they didn't have any of the Greggs and FRM cars when I was there in August, so they finally got some out, and they don't look half bad. I think this car is coming back as well, which is gonna be pretty cool. Very similar as well. Obviously, the big difference. Look at the dust on that top. The big difference is they're gonna have the different banner on the back. Slightly annoying. I think I have some 2026, so you'll see that new banner being shown. I hate it. Whatever. A lot of the 2025s will be therefore different, but I see them as the exact same if they just change the banner. And here's the other Noah Gragson. I got the Zip car that he ran at Daytona when I was at the race with the foil number. Looks pretty dang good. I think Zep went to, well, I know they went to Joe Gibbs Racing with the 19. I believe they had 54 as well. So kind of sucks they're gone, but at least they're there for a while. This is also on the diecast chassis, as you can see. I don't know why. I know half these got produced like after, and that's when they announced that they were going to change like the design and go into the metal chassis, but it's so weird they did it mid-season. Up next, the, who is this? Jesus. Tony Prattinger, number 5 Sunoco Octane 94 truck. We don't get many Tricon trucks, but now we're finally starting to get some. I had the Corey Heim 11 truck over there. We got a number 5. All we need now is a Geo, which I think might actually be coming with his Dago win. Oh, that's right. Okay, I just blinded my camera like that. Oh, look at that. It's not a bad car. I don't like the matte font on it, but the matte finish on this diecast, all the trucks are like that, so you kind of just have to deal with it. Up next, the Kyle Larson 2025 Indianapolis car. This specifically is the Charlotte car, though. I went to the Larson hauler to get the 07 truck, because I wasn't sure if they were going to have it at the tents, and I felt like I just bought this. Definitely could have saved $5 and bought it at a tent, but whatever. Definitely like this one more than the 2024 car, other than the fact it, wrecked and didn't even finish 600 miles between this and the Indy car, and then lost, but thank God it did lose to Bubba Wallace at Indy. We'd love to see it. I think this one, I don't know when half these guys change it. They look like the rubber tires half the time, but they aren't. These just have like the Patriot tires, which I thought we got rid of, but I guess not. Also, nice little orange outline on, papaya orange, I should say, orange outline around the 5, which is a nice little change. The Brad Keselowski number 6 King's Hawaiian Pretzel Bites mixed diecast. Obviously, they're not with RFK anymore, but it was a good looking car. I wish King's Hawaiian kind of stayed. I love the designs they had, and obviously they kind of brought those back with Hamlet, but either way, I liked it better like this. I think Hamlin ran a similar car to this actually at the Daytona race I went to. Didn't find that car. It was still in pre-order, I think, or coming in a later shipment. But I think it was a little bit different. Like this Pretzel Bites thing was on like the front hood or something instead, and it had King's Hawaiian on the back, so it was kind of flipped. Didn't like it as much, but this one looks good. I think we're finally getting into the Brads, and I think there's a couple more as well. This is the Consumer Cellular car from 2024. Obviously a staple now, I feel like, of RFK. I love the foil numbers on these cars, though, man. Jeez. They look good. They look really damn good. I don't know how we feel about this car, though. I don't know if I like it or if I don't. It's just kind of there. I don't like this logo on the front hood, though. It just feels too, like, Microsoft fonty for me, at least. I think this is the last Brad we got. I'm probably wrong, though. No, I think I'm good, actually. This is his Kroger Continental car. They ran specifically at the 2025 Daytona 500. But since I had a Kroger car with the other 2 drivers, I figured I should get one for Brad as well. Brad's looking pretty good in my collection. There was a point in which I didn't have that many diecast stuff in, but now it's booking through. I think he was probably the driver I bought most diecast stuff, because I bought 2 of the $5 cars, and I think 3 or maybe even 4. I think I bought 3 newer 164s as well. The Kyle Larson Spire 07 truck, of course, is what I was talking about when I was trying to find it, and I bought the Larson Indy win, or Indy-based paint scheme instead. Obviously, this is his Homestead win, but it's another number, although it's not even with Spire anymore. It's got a big donut on the right side. Look at that. But this thing ran a bunch of races in 2025, actually. It ran probably, I bet you, over half the schedule. And it's a little different. It's got that yellow number on the roof so it could differentiate from the other 5 Hendrick trucks that we had on that track sometimes. It was actually, I think, 4, but it just got ridiculous. Come on. It's like when Camping World sponsored half the truck field. That's basically what it was. Still a great truck. Kind of wish the number came back, though. Spire kind of just ditched us without these trucks. Also picked a bunch of 8 diecast. 2 more with the Dale Jr. This is the Josh Berry 2022 Harrison's car. Yeah, I've seen this one for a while, and I just finally decided to pick it up. I also saw his, I think it was Charlotte win, but again, I picked the clean version over it. Just looks better, I think, in general. I don't know how much damage was on that one. I know he had maybe a bit of contact with Allgaier battling for the win, but I don't remember too much else about that car. But I just figured, pick the clean version. It'll look better in the long run as well. And I think the final 8 car I bought for the Xfinity Series is the Sammy Smith 2024 Pilot Flying J, because they didn't make the 2025, and I don't know if they're going to make the 2026. Hope they do. But they're still selling this car, which is great, because I think even back in August when I went, they were still trying to sell this car for 2024 because they just haven't gotten another Sammy Smith produced. I love these cars. It reminds me of Michael Leonard a lot. Rest in peace. So I'm glad this is still available, but I also really want to get the number 8 diecast with the new, like, with the, I guess, old DEI 8 font that Junior now has. And also, isn't Lamar Jackson, like, didn't he sue for this number? So ridiculous. Actually, they are different, though. I just noticed that from 2022 to 2024. They just flipped the fonts, I think. Maybe a little bit more stretched out. Don't really know how Lamar sues for a font, though. That really isn't his, because I think it's more of a team font. Anyways. Also found this beauty gem is the Tyler Reddick 2022 Lenovo Texas one. Yes. The only Reddick car that I think actually got produced and was kind of sold to mass retailers. If you wanted the, like, 3G wins, you had to go to the 3G website. And I don't think they shipped to Canada, so I couldn't really get those. So I finally found this one somehow. Don't know how I managed to get it, but I did. So I'm not complaining. Thank you, Tyler Reddick, for winning this race. One time I'm actually happy Logano lost, maybe. Up next, speaking of Kyle, I didn't speak of Kyle Busch. I was speaking of Logano. Anyways, Kyle Busch's 2025 Cheddar's car. Couple 8, it's the 4th 8 car in a row. Oh, these are number based now. I think I'm going in order of numbers. Oh, well, that sucks. You know what the end of this box is then. Anyways, this car ran, of course, at the Daytona night race when I went, so picked it up. Up next, the Chase Elliott number 9 2021 Napa car. Specifically, this is the Road America race win version. I couldn't find a plain version of the car, but this one doesn't look that bad. I see a lot of, like, it looks like just watermarks or whatever from, like, Gatorade or whatever, Coke being spilled on the side. On the right side here, you can kind of see the marks. But it doesn't look bad race damage-wise. So I figured this is worth it. Another one of the $5 cars I could pick up, along with the next Chase Elliott I'm going to show as well. Just figured it's about time. I think there's a lot of Chase cars I haven't bought. Maybe there's just more of my hatred for his fan base, but it's about time I bought a couple, I think. And this wasn't $25 like the last one I bought. And then also, I picked up his 2022 Napa car, kind of. It's the Trico back sponsorship because I couldn't find the plain Napa car. They also had, I think they also had the CRC Banklin car and maybe a race version as well. They made so many Chase Elliott Napa cars in 2022 from his race wins to all these different versions. I think they also made a playoff car at some point. I didn't buy any playoff marking cars, I don't think. Kind of wanted to, but I just, honestly, if I did that, I barely had any cash left, so it was not worth it. But there you go. 2022 Chase Elliott Napa. Since I didn't get any other Napa cars from, I think, 2019 to 2025, so I need to find some fillers in between. I think I did that pretty decently. Up next, the Ty Dillon Seabest number 10 car, the primary paint scheme for last year for Ty Dillon. This is the one I bought 2 of. Accidentally just completely wiped out on my mind. I bought it at Meads, and then I went to the other $10 tent, and I was looking through the diecast cases, and I just couldn't find the Ty Dillon, and I just assumed I didn't buy it, and obviously I did. So, or I bought it twice at that store, which would have been weird, but I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it, especially with the metal chassis thing. I don't think it's worth making a custom, so I honestly wouldn't mind trying to find a Ty Dillon, keyword trying to find a Ty Dillon fan, and just giving it to them when I go to Richmond or something. I don't know, might make their day. And the other one I got was Ty Dillon's Seabest 70th anniversary kind of like white Roma car. This ran at Daytona, so I picked it up. I don't like this brown logo they have for the Seabest logo, but otherwise it's not a bad design. All right, we're on the final one now. Jesus, this is gonna be for an hour video. Oh my god. This wasn't bad. I think we got that box done in like 18 minutes though, which isn't bad. It's like a minute a car. All right, one box to go. First up, the John Hunter Nemechek number 42 Backstreet Boys. Yep. This is the only 2025 Nemechek they had. I've not gotten a 42 car since the Ty Dillon 2022 cars, so I needed one badly. I was trying to find the Dollar Tree car or whatever. Couldn't find it. This is the best that they got. Whatever, I'll take it. But they did have all 2026s that were available at the time, specifically the Dollar Tree car from 2026. This is the new Toyota banner. It's not as bad as like the Ford one, but it's just annoying to see. They did run this at Daytona. I think all these cars kind of ran at Daytona, all the 2026s. There's one I will speak of that didn't theoretically run, but it kind of did. I'll explain that in a minute, but when we get there. But this one, it looks decent. I've never really liked the Dollar Tree cars that much, though. They kind of just look bland and plain and missing something, but that's their retro look they're going for. We are completely going in numerical order, though, I think now. So, I think, yeah, this first box was out of order. The first box I should have done was the second box. The first box should have been the second box, and the third box is the third box, but whatever. Eric Jones is number 43, Special Warfare Petty car? U.S. Air Force car? Okay, whatever. It was also one of the $5 cars, so I bought it. Then we bought his 2026 Advent Health card, which also went, oh my god, paint chip. Oh no. That's not good. Man, I saw someone had like a bent... I saw someone had a bent, like, spoiler or something. I think it was on the Nemechek. Maybe it was the Priest. That's a big paint chip there. NASCAR is back, and Lionel is back to their 2018 self. Okay, well, that's annoying. Jesus, man. So maybe I'll make a note. I'll try and find another one if I can. Maybe I'll make this a donor. Maybe don't make customs. It's just... That's annoying. That is really annoying on me, especially with the metal die-cast chest and everything. It's like now you should expect a higher quality of die-cast. That's not what I want to see. Anyways, moving on. Let's just keep on going. The Caesar Baccarella at number 45 Clear Cryptos car from 2022. A little bit of a random Alpha Prime car, but we love it. Caesar sacrificed his ride this year. So that Anton Alfredo could finally make a race. I took a photo with Caesar after, and I kind of felt bad because I kind of just completely forgot about it. And then I said, sorry about today or something, and it kind of just was kind of a douchebag thing to say because, like, yeah, it sucks for him, but he also made a bank out of that deal, I bet. Anyways, thank you, Caesar, for being a legend. I think Alfredo still came in like 11th or something. That was a decent run. Pretty good, actually. The Tyler Reddick Jordan Brand... I think it's a Homestead car. Jumpman Miami, so I'm assuming this ran Homestead then. I don't remember him being too much in contention with this car, but I do know everyone's getting pissed on Michael Jordan for like the whole thing going on with Reddick's son. Guys, that's basically his godson. Michael Jordan's godson at this point. Okay, the intentions I don't think were that bad. Anyways, whatever. You're a Daytona 500 winner. Wish it was Bubba. Anyways. I think it's another red guess. So this is the Mobile One car. I think this is also the one that was available if you bought like the couple quarts of oil at Mobile One and like sent in your receipt or something that you could get this diecast kind of for free. I don't live in America, and I don't think they had that deal going. And I also didn't need engine oil, so I just bought the normal 45 car. Maybe there were some differences with it, but I thought that was pretty much the same car. It just got released a little bit earlier, so there's that. We are slowly running out of room on the shelf already. Up next, the Ricky Stenhouse Fun Pops car for Hayek Motorsports, my first Hayek car specifically. This obviously ran at Charlotte because I can just tell from the window banner. It's an interesting design for sure. I think the Jacqueline Stewart car also just got canceled maybe, which sucks. That's the car that I was going to get that he ran also in Daytona when I was there, so that sucks if that's the case. But if not, I'll be buying that one as well. Up next, the Alex Bowman Best Friends car from 2022. I have the 2023 somewhere. It's probably behind this wall. If I had to guess, it's probably behind this wall somewhere. So I have the 22 Best Friends, the 23 Best Friends, and then the 24 Ruby Red car, which is actually right in that corner. You can see waiting to be pretty or waiting to be reviewed. I just thought I saw the Best Friends car, but I don't think I did. I think I was just loading it. I found was Alex Bowman Vegas win Ally car, but again, these Ally cars for some reason in 2022 got this really like yellowish finish. Even on this one, you can notice it's supposed to be, I think, white. Maybe not on this one, but specifically the Vegas one should be like that whiter, brighter Ally, and it's kind of this beige color that they just totally screwed up on, which is a big shame. But I think this is also maybe one of those $5 cars as well. So again, kind of worth it. Big find as well this year was the Cody Ware Arrowhead 51 car. I was going to look for an Arby's. I just could not find an Arby's, but at least I found one. Okay, that's better than some people will get. The orange tires do look really ridiculous on this car, though. I do have to say that, and it looks kind of empty. Okay, I took a photo with Cody, though. That was cool. I think he also signed my hat. I think he's one of those. Up next, the Mason Maggio 2025 Flitz Polish car for Joey Gase. We had a lot of random Xfinity teams, I realized, last year. I think this is a Ford. I can't tell. I think it looks like it's a Ford front end as well, which is crazy. I think they also ran a Chevy. I thought they would rather use the Chevy than, the outdated Ford mold. Don't even get me started on it. The Ty Gibbs Sonic car. This was kind of one I just decided to get. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one necessarily. I just think, especially with Ty Gibbs, you don't know when you're going to get a diecast produced with him because Monster Energy is the primary sponsor. So whenever I can find one, I might as well find it. Especially after the difficulties I took like 3 years trying to find 2 years, maybe 2.5, maybe 1.5 even, just to find my first 54 car. Now this is my third, so we're finally getting up to the numbers. Up next, the Ryan Preece number 60 Little Bites Capri Sun car. This also just got produced and released, this week. Ran at Daytona in the summer race. Had to get it. This car theoretically ran, but it wasn't with this driver. This is the 2026 Ryan Preece Trimble car. Fun fact, I actually hate Trimble because they're kind of ass to work with on certain systems that I worked with this summer. Really annoying. Anyways, Corey LaJoie theoretically ran this car with a 99 on it. Same exact paint scheme, I think, other than the fact it had the Biffle number font, but otherwise pretty much the exact same. I expect to see this car on track a bunch this year as well, so I still like it. Whatever. Ryan Preece 60 cars, new number as well. I should have mentioned that beforehand. About time. I got some of those. Final row. Here we go. First up, the Michael McDowell DePaul Chevrolet. Finally got McDowell. This, I think, was his first year, 2025, with Spire. So, yeah, makes up for me having used a WeatherTech Zane Smith if I ever needed to. But it looks pretty good. I like the colors on this. I don't know how I feel about this devil-looking design on the front hood, but whatever. I don't know if we are getting another McDowell, so might as well pick this up when I can. And I don't really like the Delaware Life cars. They look weird. They look like IndyCar designs that Zach Beach would run, and Zach Beach is bland. Spire shouldn't be bland, but they kind of are. What a weird truck. Spencer Boyd's number 76 Toyota Tatsu. Is that Toyota Tatsu? I think it's Tohatsu. Toyota Tatsu is like a Toyota brand thing we have in Canada. I don't know if it's in the US as well, but I don't think that's the same brand I'm thinking. I think it's Tohatsu. Anyways, this is a test truck. It's got a 2017 box on it, like the Truex does. Why? Why was this produced? Not the primary brand schemes. Not a Tricon truck originally. We got a test truck. I don't know, but at least it's a new number. I think this is like a Freedom Enterprise Racing's team or whatever. So that's probably why they didn't want to make a box for it. the Jimmy Johnson 2025 Carvana Shack car. Obviously ran, I think, he finished third in the 500 with this car last year. Looks pretty good, I thought. I picked it up. I have a lot of Jimmys now as well. The 84 specifically. Especially with adding this one, his 2026 car. I didn't actually see Jimmy most of that race. I think he got involved in the last lap wreck. But he just kind of felt like he was nowhere. And he's got one season left. The 500 next year is his last run in full time, or his last cup race, I guess. Until it isn't, he'll run Xfinity races and truck races, I bet, all the time. But yeah, it's weird. Hopefully he runs a bunch of races this year then, because it'll suck if he only runs like this race, or he ran the 500 and Chicago, and that's it. So hopefully he does a couple more. Well, actually, is he even running Chicago in the Cup car? I don't think he is. Maybe he is. I thought he was only running the truck for some reason, but he might be running it both weekends. He might be allowed to do that. I think just no full-time driver can do both races, or more than one race in their respective series. Connor Zilich's Red Bull WeatherTech car. WeatherTech is back with Trackhouse. It was on the front hood this week on Shane's car. I was trying to find just a normal WeatherTech car for Zilich, but I could not find one. Just couldn't. I looked everywhere for it. I could not find it. So I picked up this one. It's another Red Bull car at least. Is it on a base? Probably is on a base, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's on a base. 21 color. The Hall guy also says that, and no one checks ID, so I don't even know why they have that. Alright, 2 more. First up, the SVG Safety Culture car. He ran Sonoma in this car, that's about all I remember. It's just the regular clean version. I remember Ross ran the Safety Culture #1 car during Daytona, so I'm like, okay, that'd be kind of cool to use this one, but Shane ran the Red Bull car. And I have the Red Bull car, so yeah. Anyways, here's this. This is theoretically a Connor Zilich now, but I need to find a 97 car when it's produced. And the final car, the Daniel Suarez #99 Telcel car. Yeah, kind of random, not gonna lie, but I picked up, I like the colors on it, that's the thing. The font, 99 font, looks kind of weird on it. I don't know why, but it does. But I just felt like, you know what, probably should get a Suarez. This is going to be his last time in a competitive car, probably ever. So, there you go. Okay, 54 minutes of this section done. Oh my god, this thing's going to be such a bugger to edit. This is probably coming out like Wednesday or Thursday at this point because it's such a big haul. But, yeah. Here's the original case. And you can kind of see where it points out here. If you're wondering where all this is going, some of these cars are being moved behind this shelf. I've got no room. Legitimately got no room. We're at that point now. I gotta make it 2 more years, and then I'm done uni, and I can actually move into like a house or something if I can afford it in this economy. But that's it. That's the haul. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll have a weekend video. I'll do like one whole video together. That'll come out probably in a couple weeks, maybe in a week or so. I'll see what I got time-wise to do, but yeah, I got some content I gotta put out, and it's gonna take some time. So with that, that's it. Comment, like, subscribe, and God, I spent so much money. I think I spent close to $1,000. It might have actually been $1,000 between my money spending and my parents spending, not including what they actually got me for the race and everything, the experience. That's definitely way over $1,000. Anyways, whew. So which review do I do first?